No, like Emily had to work from like noon to 4, like right in the smack in the middle of the day. So Emily and I picked up like some coffees and like breakfast sandwiches from Tim Hortons for like coffee in bed
Yeah.
this morning. And then I finished up editing a video. Then Emily went to work. So then Liz and I just like we played mini golf actually, and I smoked her. I felt like I set a course record. It was at Hog Hollow, which is one of those like real putting surface ones. You know, they're like the holes are like 200 feet long and stuff like that. Like they're massive. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have a huge advantage of that.
But like so many people like were doing that. It was just funny because like that's an actual like 27 hole golf course, like a really nice golf course. And 85% of the cars in the parking lot were for the mini golf. Like no one was on the actual golf course, and it was killing me.
What it was all the dads that couldn't
Yeah.
play golf because
But it was like,
they
and it was
had
like
kids.
grandparents too. There were so many old people. There were like groups of 11 out on the golf. I mean, it was slow.
Like
Yeah,
the
Jason knows what I'm talking about. Hawk Hollow, Jason. So I don't know if you know. I live like less than I think like 4 minutes from my front door to like entering the clubhouse to Hawk Hollow. It's like 4 to 5 minutes. Like I live like right down the road from it, and Eagle Eye obviously too. I have to play golf. I have to play golf with Jason tonight. He invited me to an outing a couple of weeks ago, but it was like a Saturday, like 2 Saturdays ago, so like a week from yesterday. Just couldn't make it though, unfortunately.
You got plenty of summer. Is the weather pretty good up there? It was 80 degrees here today.
It's kind of chilly. I mean, it like yesterday hit like 75. Today is like in the upper 60s. It was really comfortable though, really nice.
Yeah,
I mean, I've been having to turn the heat on still at night. It's cold.
We love our house freezing like at night.
Yeah. Or I guess I could probably let this mom's picture go down, but
no, leave it up. Leave it up.
Well, okay, we'll leave it up for a little bit.
Yeah. Nobody wants to see us anyway.
I know. I kind of like this setup actually. Like we're
smaller. This looks cool. I like it. This is a cool looking setting. I like
it for the Mother's Day episode. Absolutely.
I agree. This looks.
I should have made like a picture show. I could just had that running.
That looks cool. That is cool. I know because if Pam like gets on Facebook, which she probably is right now, like she'll be like, "Hey, there I am."
Yeah,
it's funny because she's probably messing around on her phone. All right. Hopefully this phone number works. We'll see. I got it on do not disturb for right now. I got to remember the do not disturb thing, but we shall see. I kept telling Pam
we should do this more often, like to kind of share like photos. And like, I always have my Google Photos up, and I could be quick with it too. I should try to remember that. Like as we're like talking about something, like I could like bam, just drop in a photo.
Because it's super easy. That's how I pulled up the photo to share for like to say that we're live. Like I found a picture of us in Indiana Jones hats. You're right.
Yeah, this is great. You know what I did? I searched up Pam, and it gave me photos that had both of them in them. And then bam, I found this photo like instantly. It was pretty sweet.
That's a good one. Yeah, man. That's the best. Like the night before cruise.
That's the night before the cruise.
Is the best.
God. For those watching, me and Mike were talking about this before we went live. So this photo was taken the night before a cruise, and it was stormy. I remember. And me, Mike, and Steve were out at Old Key. This is at Old Key West on those rocking chairs by the lobby. And then we went exploring, trying to get a good photo. Because like me and Steve used to be always so competitive. Like who can get the best like Google Pop photos or whatever, you know, like we always try to find like cool landscapes, and it was like a stormy, cloudy night. So we're trying to find the best photos.
We just had dinner at Olivia's.
Pretty sure we did, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's do this thing. All right. So wait, I get the software up. I just had to reboot the computer, so everything is whack-a-doodle here. So let's pull up Audition. I had everything ready to go, and now it's not. Come on, Audition. Here it comes. Now I get the windows just right. I'm a window freak. Got everything lined up just right. There we go. All right, let's do a show. What's up, Jason? Down in Celebration. We got Jason and Andrew and Andrea. All right, here we go. I don't know what the topic of the night's going to be, but we do need to have like a password to get in. We'll figure something out. Here we go.
Who's your favorite mom of the BR Guest podcast? That's wrong.
You're not doing that.
It's like the BR Guest lizard registration.
Yes. Yeah. I love that. Who's your favorite on the panel? That always cracks me up. But Bob, you're out. You're out. Here we go. Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to the BOGP Open Line for Sunday night, May 11th, 2025. Happy Mother's Day to all the Disney moms out there. We are here for the next hour taking your calls at a new phone number, 407-584-7173. That's 407-584-7173. God willing, it works. We're going to find out in about 5 minutes when we open up the phone lines. But we get to talk Disney for the next hour. Again, shout out to all the Disney moms. Hope you had a great Mother's Day. Let's talk some Disney. My good buddy Scotty G is up in the mitten. We're going to have a great time tonight, as we do. We have less than 2 months to go till we sail the Disney Magic. I am starting to have that cruise fever. Scotty G, happy Mother's Day and everything up there. You're not a mom, but, we celebrate with our significant others. What's up?
Absolutely. And I think, today, like, we always play different roles. Like, I play the mom role some days. Most days I'm the goofy dad role, but sometimes I got to step in and play the role of mother, which is the toughest job in the world, if you ask me. So thanks to all the mothers out there, whether you are a mother or you play that role or you have some kind of motherly impact on anyone, we thank you for all that you do. And yeah, it's I'm thrown off by the number, Mike. Like, when you read that, it didn't flow right. Like, I mean, I know we'll get used to it, but that one hurt a little bit when you said that number. It's a little different.
I know. It's right. I'm a creature of habit if anybody is. And it's like Mama Melrose. I mean, it's like that picture they showed last night of the staff of Mama Melrose all out in front, and they're all out there getting their pictures. They have
I didn't see that.
You didn't see they did like the team photo out in front when it closed. You didn't see the video of the last people getting seated?
I saw the video of people like getting seated. Yeah, that was kind of cool. Yeah.
Was that not awesome? I mean, and I think Jason posted it over in the Discord.
That's where I saw someone posted it on the Discord. I remember. Right. Yeah.
And I love the comment. Okay, so here, where do you fall on this? Because there's two theories on this with that family, right? Either they did this intentionally, right? They made an ADR for the last day, like the last possible time, or this is like Bob from South Dakota and his family on their first family trip, and they just didn't know where to go, and they wanted Italian food, and they happened to happen upon this ADR on the last night of Mama Melrose, and they go in to sit
going with the later. I'm going later on that one because
everybody's cheering them to their table.
Did you see it? I know, and that would be more epic that way, and it just feels like that's the right one because they probably were like, oh man, what's the only thing that was available for a reservation? Like, well, let's just get this last 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock reservation. But I don't know. It could have been someone planning that too. But I like to think that they had no idea what was going on, which is
I'm going with that too, because it's a more epic story. If it's like, dude, I got a hankering for spaghetti, and like just cruising through, and like all of a sudden, like, what's going on? Like, why is everybody cheering us? Like, everybody's videoing us. Like, did we just win like the sweepstakes? What's up?
I will say I have been cheered once entering a restaurant before. You were with me, and I kind of started it honestly, but it was after my first Dopey. I believe we went to Via Napoli, and I was just like, I was getting like the crowd like pumped up, like showing off the medals as we got seated because I was so psyched, and that gave me goosebumps, just like being cheered on as we entered into the restaurant. It was pretty sweet.
That could be a topic tonight because really we don't have a whole lot of hard topics. We're just going to open up the phone lines, have some fun talking with you here as we wrap up Mother's Day, and but we will have the password tonight. Let's make the password the first park you visit generally when you go to Walt Disney World. If you're on your next trip, let's say on your next trip you go down, what's going to be the first theme park you go to? And will it be a water park? So if you're going to use that water park thing, it could be Blizzard Beach, could be Typhoon Lagoon, if you're going to take advantage of that. So when we open up the phone lines, which I'm going to do, I'll do that right now. So let me see here. Got the new system here, so give me a second. All right. Okay, phone lines are open. All right, so if you want to call in, 407-584-7173. We'll talk Disney. But yeah, Scott, I mean, those are epic moments when people give you a little cheer. Even like when you're just walking down Main Street. That's why you still have Streetmosphere, right? Because they'd like frame you walking down Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah. That's the beauty of Run Disney, right? Like, you love just being cheered on in life, right? So
true. Yeah, it's gonna be weird. I mean, because this is the first tangible moment though that Muppet Courtyard is gonna be gone, right? I
Ugh.
mean, it's first closure. Like, I guess the snowman,
Oh, my snowman.
right? And your Michigan State banner.
Our
I mean,
Michigan State pennant, yeah, the snowman, like, how many photos do I have of Emily? That was a growth chart right there, that snowman.
man,
It's just it but things gotta happen, right? Like, growth, things need to change, but, I love Mama Melrose, and I love Muppet Vision. Muppet Vision is so good. I know that script I have that script memorized, yet I still go in there and laugh so hard every time. It's just so enjoyable.
and you saw that they're gonna do a like a digital recording of Muppet Vision 3D with cast members. I saw the ticket. It's like from 3 a.m. to like 7 a.m. So that they have a
Oh, really?
historical like copy of it. So it's going to be very controlled, and they're going to have a historical record of what it is. And I guess probably for something like Disney Plus, I would guess. So they have like a real pristine copy of the show for archival purposes. Which, I mean, I'm glad they're doing that. Don't get me wrong, but I think a lot of the
Does that
show.
mean it's never gonna come does that mean it's not gonna come back in any, like, different type of capacity then?
Exactly. That's what I mean. That's what I'm reading between the lines, right? Because the thing is, it's not a movie. It's not a print. It's the environment, like
It's
it's the two guys up in the balcony. It's looking back at the cannon. It's the penguins coming up out of the pit. It's
and
all
I've seen, like, videos on YouTube of impressions de France, which we all know is, like, my favorite thing. You got the music, and the show is great, but, like, when you watch someone's video, it's just focused on one thing where, like, that's a, like, 270-degree
yep.
theater, you know? Like, that doesn't do me any good because I wanna look to the left, but they're showing me something that's happening on the right, you know what I mean? So, like, same with Muppet Vision 3D like that, you know? Like, you need to be in the theater experiencing it, not watching from the lens of one perspective of the show. But
Right, and that's the beauty too of going to be able to see like impressions de France more than once, because you could see something the first time because you're looking dead in the middle, and then like on your third or fourth viewing, you happen to be looking over to the right, and I didn't even see that, because I was watching the big castle, but I see over here there's like a little festival happening in that town in the same scene, but I never
yeah,
looked over there. That's why I think there's repeatability in a lot of these films, because especially the Circle Vision films, you can see those. I mean, back in the day, like you'd always be like, who's that Yahoo that's like standing backwards? But I mean, that wasn't
it's
really
so good.
wrong. It was a new way to see the film.
Yeah.
That's how it was supposed to be.
I know people probably get nuts when they sit next to me watching impressions because I'm all over the place. Like I love it in the wedding scene, you're focused on the bride and groom and all that. And it's really good. And then all of a sudden you look to your left and like you're in the pews, like you're in you're in there like with the people. It's so funny. Like, oh, hey, howdy, partner.
It's like I
Like,
need a
it's so
tie or
good.
something. Exactly. All right. So the number is 407-584-7173. Give us a call. If nobody's calling, it's making me nervous, like something's not working. So if it's not, give me a holler in the chat and let us know that this is not working again, because we're a new system this week. So we tested it out this week. I promise it worked midweek, which means it probably won't work on the big show tonight. That's how things go. Shout out to Don Adams, who is watching not on a Disney cruise, but another cruise. He's by the pool on his cruise ship, tuned in while he's watching Moana 2 on his cruise.
I want to
How
be
about
that.
that?
I want to do that.
I just wanna
Speaking of cruise, I'm really jealous of our friends, Mike, Jared, and Stacy. They flew out of St. Louis yesterday, your town, because they're close by.
Yep.
And they're in Vancouver right now, getting ready to board the Wonder tomorrow. Oh
Man,
man,
I can't believe it's already
it's
Alaska.
already here. I know. Alaska cruise season is here. Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Crazy. Man, that means summer is, yeah, Memorial Day will be in a couple weeks.
We think about that cap that I'm wearing today.
Oh, nice. From Mel.
The Brisbane, Australia.
Nice. I always put on the same caps. I need to switch them. I got a couple Australian caps.
Liz busted me out for like so many hats this weekend, and like I wear the same like 4 or 5. So it's like, you know what? I'm gonna start doing a rotation now. I'm gonna start proving to her that I can wear more than the same caps.
I need to do the same thing. I just my problem is like I get off the treadmill, I jump out of the shower, and I just go in and grab something without. I'm just like a Mizzou hat.
You know what I do?
I never think.
So I like to wear like 3 or 4 different caps, like during a nice week vacation, just to switch it up with different outfits, because I'm weird like that. But I'll purposely, in quotes, like forget a couple of them, so then it gives me a reason to buy like 2 more hats on a trip. I'm so bad at that.
That's one of my souvenirs I always get is typically we'll get. I like the Nike hats. Now
those are good.
they've been lacking lately on the new Nike hats. It seemed like they had for like a good 5-year run. They would have a new slight variant of the Nike hat, and they were a dry fit material, which I love. Like they were nailing it out of the park, and then post COVID, they haven't had much of a variety on them. And I'm not a big fan of the ones with the castle. I don't.
I
like
love
it.
the castle ones.
'Cause
I don't own one now.
Yeah, I'm more minimalist. Like I love the one that just had the Mickey, like that was the black one, and they had a white one. And the cruise line just had the little cruise line logo. Those were so good.
I do want to get one of the new because at the golf shop, they've kind of switched some of the branding, like with the Mickey golf card and things like that, and they have a cap that says like the happiest place on turf. So I do need to get one of those caps as well.
And you're going golfing when you're down there after the cruise, right? You guys gonna play LBB?
Yeah. Yeah, so me, Jason, and Corey. I know I think we have 4 booked, so maybe we'll throw it out there as we get closer to the date if anyone wants to join in. But yeah, we got a crew. I've warned them. You're like, yeah, I play golf every week, I know, but I'm still terrible. But I play for the fun, and just be outdoors. Even though you've been there with me, me, Wade, and Phil. We played a July round once, and it can get smoking hot out there on the golf course.
But it was fun. I mean, it was hot. It was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah, you got to book that early tee time, and like, I know these guys play pretty regular too, so that I know they play fast. Like the key is you just gotta play fast. Like I'm not trying to take 5 practice swings per shot and trying to get lined up. Like no, I'm just going up there, ready golf, boom, let's go.
That's right. And Sean, I agree with Sean. He also said, wish that like there was more Nike, like / Disney, like a lot.
Yeah, I'm like some of their polos they got out right now too. Like some of there's this blue one that keeps popping up on my feed. I keep putting in the cart and then I keep forgetting to buy it. But because then I think like, do I really need another like Nike polo? But yeah, I do because like I like the Mickey logo.
But yes, I do. I do need that. All right, 474-139-395. Or no, that's the old number. Sorry.
Oh, that's why we're not getting any calls.
Because we got to test this out. Who's going to be the first official caller on this number? We need you to call in.
Because it's Mother's Day. I mean,
I know everyone. I mean, we have a few people. Yeah, we don't have the normal number to call. But I mean, let us know. I mean, if it's not working in the chat, because maybe it's not. I mean, again, I think I have it, but who knows? It could be definite operator error. 407-584-7173. 407-584-7173. You want to be a part of the show. So,
speaking of the golf, though, like, looks like we're doing a pre meetup too. Like I haven't fully read the details yet, but it looks like we're trying to do a meetup at Disney Springs before the cruise with some listeners, right?
Yes, we are going to have another contest of skill is a podcast meetup prior to the cruise for folks that are not cruising. Or you could be cruising. I mean, a lot of us are cruising, but even if you're not cruising, we have folks that are joining us. We're having a meetup at Splitsville on July 5th. So if you want to come out and see us, come on bowling with us. Go over to the Discord. You got to sign up because we're trying to get exactly how many lanes. Trisha's on that with us.
But I feel like even if you don't sign up for the bowling, you still come out and hang out.
Hang out. Yeah, but let us know if you want to bowl because we got to reserve the lanes and we're trying to keep it exactly right with that. But yeah, if you want to come hang by and get some food and stuff like that, yeah, come on by. But it's going to be, I think, around 2:00 in the afternoon. So Splitsville is great to do in July in the afternoon. Get out of the heat, get some good grub, and so that'd be kind of fun. So yeah, July.
We're going to keep it light. You and I are going to keep it light on the grub because we're going to go to dinner. Maybe I think.
Yeah, no, we are.
Do you want me to cancel that?
No, because I've been telling Pam all about it. I'm super pumped about that. But it's going to be a we got a call. Hang on. I think it's let's see here.
Oh, the first one.
I'm excited. It looks like a St. Louis number. Hey, caller. Hey, who's there?
Hey, it's Paul from over in Lake St. Louis. How's it going, guys?
Rock on. It works. Let's go. Oh, hang on. Now I got
to go and do not disturb now, Mike.
Yeah, hang on. I got to do this. Okay, good. Now we're set. Okay, Paul from Lake St. Louis, down the road a bit, just right here in the Westplex. What's going on?
Hey, I got a question for you about single-day tickets.
All righty.
I'm taking my family down in October, and my sister's a big resort person, so she wants to have multiple resort days. If we buy one single day hopper ticket and then decide that one park day wasn't enough for her, how long do we have to upgrade to a 2-day, or are we stuck buying another single day ticket?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's tough.
The problem that I have answering that one is that as travel agents, we're not allowed to sell single day tickets. For some reason, Disney doesn't let agents sell single day tickets or annual passes. I don't know why that is. We can only sell multi-day tickets and we can't sell APs. Stupid. I don't know what the
Bummer.
rule is. I don't know why. Like we can sell anything else, but like it's like, oh, that's the forbidden fruit. You can't sell a single day ticket. So I don't sell those, but I would think you would have to upgrade it by the end of the day. You know,
I
like
think
by the
so. I
time
think
the
like
park
midday,
closes.
you'd have to make that decision.
Well, by the time the park closes, yeah, I would think.
All right, so let me double down on that question then. If we buy 2-day park tickets and then me and my wife and family decide we're going to go back multiple times that year, how long do we have to upgrade 2-day tickets to annual passes? By
Well,
the end of the second park day?
Well, a 2-day ticket. So the way the Magic Your Way tickets work is that you get 2 plus 2. So you're going to have two. So a 2-day ticket, you're going to have 4 days to use the 2-day ticket. So you're going to get 2 days in the parks, but you're going to get 4 days to use those days upon first use. So say like, okay, for example, it's going to be hard to explain, but say like you use it tomorrow, say you use it on a Monday. Okay. So then you would have all the way till Thursday to use it because you get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but then Thursday night it's gone. Like that's it. That ticket's no longer valid, period. You have to use the 2 days within the 4 days. You
So you'd have to make that decision by Thursday.
Plus 2. They always give you 2+ days. So if you get like a 4-day ticket, you have 6 days to use the 4 days. 7-day ticket, you get 9 days to use your 7 days.
Yeah, so would that have to be before I leave the park on the second day or by the end of the 2 plus 2 days that you're talking about? So let's just say we buy it, it starts Monday, we have till Thursday to use it. Would it be by the end of Thursday we have to make that decision, you think?
You would have to use it by the time you use the second day. Like if you use up the second day on the second day, yeah, you'd have to, by the time you like exhaust the ticket, yeah, you'd have to upgrade it then.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah. So you're really on the fence, like trying to decide like what, and I get it, right? I mean, because the thing is, man, I get where you're coming from, right? The tickets are so expensive on the front end and they get very, they're trying to get you to stay. And so like that third, fourth, fifth day are much more economical than day 2 and day 1. I understand your thinking here.
Well, thanks for that info. I was kind of panicking trying to get my number in as I was leaving for a dog walk, and I was like, oh, let me try the new number out for you guys.
Hey, I'm glad I'm sweating bullets here thinking, man, we practiced this thing for an hour the other night. Now it's not working. I told my wife this is not going to work. It never does when you go out, live for the first time. But we got beautiful weather out there today. So I hope everybody's doing well out in Lake St. Louis.
Oh man, it's gorgeous out. Yeah, I know. The show always starts off slow. It's like you guys sit around for like 10, 15 minutes with no one calling. And then all of a sudden the boards light up for you. So
exactly.
Hopefully that's what happens now.
Let's hope. And it's Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day. We probably shouldn't have done a show on Mother's Day, but here we are. We're 2 clowns. That's what we do.
Well, I always appreciate the shows, guys, and thanks for always answering everyone's questions. Appreciate it.
We appreciate you. Have a good time. And hey, no matter what, you'll make the right choice.
Appreciate it. Have a good one, guys.
Right,
Happy Mother's Day to both.
Thank you.
Well.
All right. Appreciate that. I'll let them know. Thank you. All right. Hey, the phone lines work. Oh,
what was that? Them like hanging up or?
That was me hanging. Yeah, that was the hang up.
I liked that noise. That was pleasant.
That was not as obnoxious as Skype there. So
that was pleasant.
So let's turn that off and mute that. And yeah, okay. So 407
tricky. And like I worry about doing it like on your last day. Like the single day one that like I don't even know what you do. Like I guess you go to guest relations like in the middle of the day or before you leave, right?
Oh, hang on. Do I have 2 calls? Hang on.
Oh, we got more calls coming?
Hang on.
Oh boy, I'm excited. We got Mike locked in trying to figure out the technology here.
We have a caller. Hey, caller, who's there? Hang on. Whoop. Oh, hang on.
Oh, did you hang up on him?
Hang on, I got 2 calls coming in.
Oh man. Which one do you pick? We got multiple.
All right, we have a choice. No, I got the one. I got the call from the 603. Hey, who's there?
Hey guys, it's Brandon from New Hampshire.
Hey, Brandon, what's up? Sorry, I had 2 calls at the
Mike,
exact same time.
Hey, Brandon, you probably have a trip coming up because I feel like you're always like a May, November kind of guy. Am I right?
Just got back yesterday, Scotty.
Oh, there we go. Welcome back. Coronado, right?
Nope. Port Orleans French Quarter.
Oh, nice.
God, now I want beignets. I've been thinking about. We've been talking about them all weekend. We found a place in town that sells beignets, and my daughter's friend works there. We found out.
If we had a local place that sold beignets, we'd be in trouble.
I didn't know. I didn't even know until like a couple days ago. Now I can't stop thinking about it. It's called PJ's Coffee. It's a coffee shop. Oh,
I'll tell you, we did hit those beignets about 3 times over the last 6 days, and those things are deadly.
oh, you just gotta shake the bag the whole way you're walking back to your room. If they make them back to your room,
And they're so warm. I mean, the
Oh.
bag is warm, and that smell is coming out there the entire time. That is absolutely absurd.
Brandon, you got to stop. You're already killing me. You've been on the phone 30 seconds. So give us
I'll
some
tell you,
highlights. How was the trip?
It was great. We did the carriage ride for the first time, and they knew that we were staying at French Quarter, so they asked if we wanted to tour Riverside, which we did. And you go up around, what is it, Alligator Bayou, around the pool and down the plantation side and back up and around. And I mean, for $65 for 25 minutes and a carriage ride, and everybody's waving at you the entire time, including the boats on the Sassagoula River, it was fantastic. I mean, it's well worth it. Chris, which was our driver, and Samson was the horse. What a fantastic little time for 25 minutes to take out of your day.
That's reasonable. That's very cool. What a great experience. And I love the name Samson for a horse that's pulling you around Riverside. That's fun. Samson.
I mean, he was beautiful. I mean, he's mostly white with a lot of black spots. Very, very well behaved horse. I mean, he knew how to react with any guests walking over the bridges or anything like that. And just everybody's so friendly when you take that carriage ride all around that resort. They're just respectful. I mean, it's just fantastic to do.
Nice. So what is this your first time at French Quarter, or had you stayed there before?
We stayed there last May as well.
So an old favorite.
Yeah, we like it. I mean, it's just so quiet, to be honest with you, Mike. We were in building 1 last time. We were in a newly renovated room in 6 this time. All brand new floors, fresh paint. You could smell it when you walked into the room. I mean, everything was like brand new. It was beautiful. I mean, the entire thing. The pool was open this time. The rivers or Sassagoula boats that go down to Disney Springs and stuff was fantastic. I mean, the entire experience at the resort was much better than last year, where everything was shut down because the water was so low.
Yeah, and Scott, like real quick, it's been a wonder because it hasn't rained this year at all. I'm shocked that they haven't. I mean, knock on wood, that they've been able to keep those boats running.
Yeah, I mean, it was shallow at the edges. You could tell that. I mean, the patrol boats were going back and forth to check it on a daily basis, but it rained pretty much every day. We were there for an hour or so every day. I mean, 15 minutes in the morning, 15, 20 minutes in the afternoon, and again in the evening. There was a lot of rain while we were down there, but not when we were in the parks or during the main part of the day. It's like the weather knows when it should rain to be appropriate for everybody to go.
Interesting. Go ahead, Scott.
I was just going to ask, so I love building 1 at French Quarter. I think Mike does too. I think you even talked about like that's my jam right there. But how was building 6? How would you compare that? Was that a good location for you there too, Brandon?
It was great. I mean, Scott, we were on the internal road. I think it's called, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of it, but it's right on that little main drag going down from the main food hall all the way up to 6. And then you can get that easy route back over towards Sassagoula too. We were on the first floor, which was great. It was very quiet. I mean, any part of the resort, I thought 1 would be the quietest. 6 was no louder. As long as you're not near the pool section, it was fantastic.
That's great. Awesome to hear.
A lot of construction going on again. They were ripping out a sidewalk with their chain cutting saws and stuff like that to get rid of some old concrete and put in the new, but they didn't start it till like 10:30 to 11 o'clock in the morning, and they were done by 5 to 6 in the evening. So, they were very respectful about when they were doing that construction versus some of the resorts you go to and they do it all day long, starting at 7 a.m. up until 10 p.m. But no, they were great about when they were doing the renovation.
Yeah, it's good when they do wait. I mean, I'm up at the crack of dawn, but I know some people like to sleep in on vacation, Ricky, but too bad. At 9 o'clock, I think it's fair game. Get up. Get to the parks. No, I get it. Yeah, that's good.
Even if you're not going into a park, you got to get up and at least walk the trails. Like I like to get up early in the morning, and Pam likes to sleep in. So I'll walk up to Riverside, go around the loop, come back down.
Yep.
And even I took the boat to So I took the boat to Disney Springs to go over to Coronado and Pop to get some pins and stuff like that we haven't gotten in the past. And, you know, it's fantastic to be able to do that stuff early in the morning and not disrupt the day for the wife who likes to sleep in like Ricky.
Oh gosh. And you did it right. I mean, that boat on the Sassagoula River down to Disney Springs, that's one of my favorite things to do anywhere on property. It is so, for people that have never done that because you're so focused on the theme parks. That boat ride from, you know, wherever, anywhere on the Sassagoula River, Old Key West or Riverside, French Quarter, take it down to Disney Springs, how it opens up, you know, you get to go past the tree houses and then it opens up into the big wide lagoon there as you come into the springs. Oh, man, you're missing out if you never do that. Just hidden gem.
I'd say that's the first time I've seen the tree houses before. So it was kind of neat to see those from the riverside and take some pictures of that. And then when you come into Disney Springs, I mean, you've got Cirque du Soleil on your right-hand side. You got Haleo. You've got the airfoil going up in the air at the same time. It's just gorgeous to see that on that. And you're talking like a 13-minute boat ride from at least Port Orleans French anyway. And coming back, I mean, it's so nice not have to wait for a bus. And they claim that they're every 20 minutes, Mike and Scott. They were there every 5 minutes.
They're not always that. You're lucky. They're not always that quick, but that's good. Yeah, because I've waited a long time.
That's really good.
That's really good. So how were the theme parks? Any stuff to share there?
The theme parks were, I mean, Epcot was outrageous on Thursday, which is our Epcot day. I mean, that place was absolutely mobbed. We couldn't get on to almost anything, even with lightning lanes. The lightning lane for Nemo, for example, was 45 minutes for the standby. The lightning lane had backed up all the way to Moana, Journey of Water around the corner for the lightning lane itself.
Wait, for
the first time ever was 35 minutes.
That was for Nemo?
Oh, that was for Nemo.
Wow. Check.
Figment was 35 minutes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we didn't spend much time in Epcot because it was just outrageously. Well, of course, everything's down. I mean, Test Track wasn't open. Soarin' was down for a little while. Remy's Ratatouille was down. The park was just absolutely slammed.
Man. Oh, wait. So you were there? You were there during Summit Cheer? Were there a lot
Correct.
of cheerleaders?
We were.
Yeah. Were there a lot of cheerleaders and stuff in the parks?
They were everywhere. I mean, you couldn't get on a bus if you wanted to without waiting for 3 buses.
Yep. Because as they started to get eliminated, they started to go into the parks. And that was about the time where semifinals and finals were happening. And once finals hit, there weren't as many teams that were, you know, still over at ESPN. They were going into the parks because they were no longer cheering.
I will tell you that we had our first experience at Boat Rights up at Riverside. That was really good. We got the prime rib. I can't complain about it. I mean, it's probably not Le Cellier quality, but for the price, the food was really, really good. The service was outstanding. They were very, very nice people. The sides were great. The mashed potatoes, the mac and cheese, the garlic green beans, fantastic. We've never eaten there before. I know there's a lot of crap reviews out there about that place, but Boat Rights was fantastic at Riverside.
You know what, though? It used to get really, really terrible reviews, but I'd say in the last couple of years, it's trending back up from what I've seen. And I'll tell you that my buddy Mark was down there. He does all this fishing, right? He stayed at the Contemporary for a while, stayed with some friends for a couple nights, and came back and stayed at Riverside for a few nights. And he ate a couple times at Boat Rights, and he had shrimp and grits from there. And he took a picture of it. I've never had shrimp and grits in my life, but I'm ready to try it. It looked that good. Like I'm intrigued. So I might have to go by there and try shrimp and grits. I've never had it, but I'm ready to give it a shot. Kind of look like biscuits.
Well, my wife's
gravy.
from Louisiana, so she's a big fan of making stuff like that. You know, the shrimp and grits, the jambalaya, the etouffee, the gumbo, and stuff like that. So if you want authentic, that's probably the second closest you're going to get.
I'm in. Because I have had jambalaya there. I've eaten there one time. That's what I had. I'm like, well, you know, while at Boat Rights, let's go for it. And that was super good. But I didn't go as far as I've never had grits. But I like shrimp, so I'm ready to try. Scott, have you been to Boat Rights?
I've never been to Boat Rights. I mean, I've stayed there so many times, and it's one of those restaurants that I'm like, like
it's totally not your jam. I can see.
And if Olivia's is right down the road, I got Disney Springs. I'm just a boat ride away from Disney Springs, so I tend to pass on it. But you guys are talking it up. I think our friends Jason and Veronica really like Boat Rights too. So maybe I got to check it out here soon. And Brandon, you got really good taste. So if Brandon is liking it too. Like I think I got to make the move.
I think we do need to try it.
Yeah. Last time we were there, Scott, I'm in the same mentality. I like Toledo, I like Haleo, I like Boathouse, I like all the fine dining. So we gave it a shot once. We were fairly impressed. We'd do it again.
Nice. I like it.
Brandon seal of approval.
There we go. And we're getting some boat rides love in the chat too. So yeah.
And we got getting all kinds. Sean, we got Jason, Veronica. Yeah. Hey man, boat rides is going up on Yelp.
I was close to eating there once. It was we were gonna eat there for the day before my first full.
Yeah,
and you could not get into a restaurant anywhere.
That night we would have eaten anywhere. We'd eaten at Waffle House. We'd have eaten it. It didn't matter. We were just trying to
boat rides had a crazy line. And I was at Old Key West. I think Mike and like the Foresters were at Riverside. So I was like, they text me like, can you see what the wait is at Olivia's? And they had a shorter wait, so everyone like came over to us. So we ended up being at Olivia's, and it was awesome. We had the private patio like, to ourselves. It was perfect. But I was that close to eating that boat ride, so we just had a shorter time.
Yeah, I remember that night because they had they had open tables, just didn't have enough servers. I was like so mad. I'm like, look at all those tables. Anyway, that not a good story for the show. So Brandon, like one last highlight from the trip. What else? Give us one more thing, and then we'll grab another call.
I will have to tell you that we did Seven Dwarfs Mine Train for the first time because we were always concerned about my wife's back. She's got hardware in her back, and we did that for the first time this trip. That was absolutely amazing. Great ride, way too short, much like Tron, but it was fantastic. We really enjoyed that. It's not a harsh ride, even though it's older, but it's very smooth, almost like Guardians. It was well worth doing. We enjoyed it, so we're so happy we did it again. Tried something new on our trip, like we try to do every time. We loved it.
I love this, like 10 years later, like review of Seven Dwarfs. Like, I feel like we don't hear enough about that anymore.
I love Brandon so much, but Brandon, did you just say it's older?
Well, it's older. I mean, as far as Disney rides go.
I was there for the grand opening. Oh my God, stop.
It is older, Mike.
Mike, you and I are not much different age. I think we're only about 4 years apart. So.
This podcast was going like we were like middle-aged podcasts, and I was there for the opening of that sucker. I mean, I sat there behind Gabe from what was that show? There's no longer on the air because we're so old. Good Luck Charlie. He was on the train in front of me. Yeah. I mean,
that was 10 years ago.
11 years ago.
Oh yeah, it was 2014.
Oh my God, where does the time go? You're right. It's old, Brandon. You went right through my heart and you said it so casually. You just like, it's older.
I'm with you though, Brandon. I think it's a good ride. I just wish it was a little bit longer, And he's like how Thunder has 3 lift hills, it's missing like a lift hill somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It's still a fun ride.
And the ending sequence is really nice too. When you get set next to the cottage on the right-hand side with Snow White dancing and stuff like that, it's a great way to end the ride.
Whoa, spoilers! No, just kidding.
If you haven't been on it in 11 years,
spoiler for this older ride.
Exactly, it's 11 years. I mean, come on, it's not brand new.
I love
it. Sounds like you had a great trip, and I know you got one coming up. We're trying to figure out nail that one down, like a couple details on that to kind of decide if we're shaving off a date, all that stuff. So just let me know on that, but we'll figure that out.
I just sent you an email, Mike. You'll have to follow up on that. But yeah, looking forward to it.
I will. All righty. Well, Brandon, I sure appreciate it. And so glad you had a great trip. And man, now I got the sweet tooth. Well, I mean, it's a good thing because after the show, I got to get we got to have dessert with, it's still Mother's Day till the end of the day. So we're going to have a dessert after
That's
this.
True.
Every day is Mother's Day.
There's always mothers out there.
All right, Brandon, you take care. Talk to you soon.
You too, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, I missed it. Dang it.
I love that sound though. I like that.
We might just have to make that a part of the show.
I'm having I was having some really choppiness internet, so hopefully it doesn't happen again, but we'll see.
See, I didn't notice it. You were solid as a rock, it looked like from here. So anyway, 407-413-939.
Oh, that's not it.
Oh, yeah, it isn't it, but we have another caller who figured it out. So let me grab this.
You are such a man of routine. I get it, though. I mean, that phone number was just about as old as Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. So
yeah, it's older than Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. We have our next call. Hey, who's joining us? Oh, hang on. I still got to figure this out. Okay, caller, you're there. Hey, who's joining us?
Hey, it's Robin from Queens, New York. How are you guys doing?
Doing great. What's up, Robin? Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to your wives.
Hey,
How are you guys doing?
this is their Mother's Day. They get away from us for an hour. They're like, hey, go to your podcast. We get some peace and
Oh,
quiet.
so they're doing well.
Yeah. They're doing better.
Actually, mine's a trooper. She's at the grocery store right now because we never got there this morning.
Mine just got back right before the show. I stayed up there long enough to bring in I brought in all the groceries from the car. So there you go. So what's going on?
Nothing. I'm just enjoying Mother's Day with my son, my mother-in-law, and my husband. We're having a pretty good day, and thought calling it would be a cherry on top.
All right, so we totally dropped the ball on the password like we do every week when we give it out. But on your next trip, if you have a next trip planned, or if not, like in general, what's the first theme park you're going to?
So our next trip is in Alani. So
yes.
that one would be a theme park. But when the next one we go to, probably Magic Kingdom.
Solid choice. That's usually mine. What's your?
I like the Alani, Lazy River being my next water park. I mean, my next park. I like that answer.
You got Scott's attention when you said Alani. Our good friend Craig's out there right now. He's living it up, so we're happy for him. But he's living his best life in Alani. So what's on your mind? What do you got? What do you want to talk about tonight?
So I have a hot take, which I know a lot of people will agree with and come at me for, but that's fine.
Let's go.
We recently stayed at the Polynesian. We were there over Summit weekend. It was really cool. My husband was like asking why there were so many girls in matching outfits, and I explained to him that it was Summit weekend with the all-star cheerleaders and stuff. But we were staying at the Polynesian, and I was a little disappointed in the drinks menu. Like, a lot of people are saying the poolside bar is really good, but I think the gurgling staircase at Old Key West is top notch.
Heck yeah, it is. I love the gurgling suitcase. I kind of feel you that on that, Robin. Like, it's kind of like I always kind of call it the generic Disney bar menu. And that's kind of like what you see at the poolside at the Polynesian. I can feel you on that. Mine is like Trader Sam's. I do like Trader Sam's out there. Did you have time to go there at all?
Oh yeah, Trader Sam's was great. Like, we met up with some friends whose son is a month older than ours, and we haven't seen them in a while because, being parents and whatnot. And they loved it. Like, the drinks were so good, and the atmosphere was great. The boys loved it.
Nice.
But yeah, Trader Sam's is great. But yeah, I don't know. I was expecting to be blown away, and it was okay. I would prefer Old Key West or Grand Floridian.
Yeah, for sure. So it sounds like you like to have a little cocktail here and there. So have you been to Alani before, Robin?
Yeah, we went last July, and now we're going this July again. Because my father-in-law lives in Singapore, so we're gonna meet kind of halfway. And my sister lives on base with her husband in Honolulu.
Cool. That's great. Cool. Well, then I was gonna tell you, make sure you go to the Alea room, but you probably know that because that's where you'll find some good offerings there instead of the poolside stuff. So, but if you didn't go there last time, make sure you go to the Alea room. It's very good. I like that spot.
Oh, I love the Alea room, and they were so nice. Like, I had to get a cocktail to go because I didn't want to leave my father-in-law and my husband alone too long with my son in case he woke up. And they gave me my cocktail to go. It was so cool. But yeah, but with the Polynesian though, for people who do stay, I do recommend the Moorea building because it's right next to it's not too far of a walk from the TTC, and it was so convenient to go to Magic Kingdom and Epcot with my toddler, and it gave him the choice between the boat and the train, and he got to ride both, which is good for his age. So I recommend that building.
Which was his favorite? Did he like the boat better or the monorail?
I don't know. Luca, did you like the monorail or the boat better?
Say boat. Say boat.
Monorail.
Boat.
The boat? He's not giving me an answer. He's like, I don't know. Don't put pressure on me, Mom. But he loves both of them.
Likes them both. That's actually the best answer. I like them both.
That's a good answer. Keep your options open. So tell us about the trip though. Was there some magical moment that happened during the trip with family, or what was a highlight of the trip besides seeing all the cheerleaders and your husband hey, what's up with all the bows everywhere?
Oh, so cool! Being able, knowing it's oh yeah, they're cheerleaders. Let me tell you all about it. It was my moment.
See, I brought it to the masses. It's called Summit. The week before was Worlds, and this was D2 Summit this past weekend. Okay, so go ahead.
It was cool being able to give them my knowledge, share my knowledge. But we had a lot of highlights. Luca meeting the characters was a highlight. He loved meeting Mickey. He was like melting. He melted over Winnie the Pooh. He was shy around Ariel, but he was also a little tired. What other highlights did we have, baby boy? He just loved the pool. That's, like you guys talked about it. Like that's usually the biggest highlight for the kids.
Totally.
For sure. The characters and pools. I mean, you got it summed up for sure.
It was great. And we just had a great time just meeting the characters. And Luca was so chill. I mean, he almost had like a mini meltdown because he was waiting for Mickey, but otherwise he was really good at the restaurant. And we had a fireworks view, a theme park view, in our DVC room. So we got to watch the fireworks together, and it was his first fireworks show.
Oh man.
Oh, that's awesome.
Happily ever after from your room. Holy smokes. That'd be a dream.
I wasn't expecting it. But it was nice to share that with him. And he went to bed later, but it was still worth it. He was just going boom, boom, boom.
That's awesome.
And I saying boom, boom.
So what was your best meal you had down there? Either quick service or like a sit down meal? What was your favorite one?
Oh, that's another thing. Liberty Tree Tavern was awesome. The Thanksgiving meals. Oh, the food was so good, and it was nice to have like a mini Thanksgiving with our friends because we don't get to share the holidays with them often.
That's a good thought. Like it's like a nice family meal. I like that you chose that. That's good.
Yeah, Thanksgiving.
I highly recommend it.
I mean, it's like,
dude, I'll eat. I mean, Elizabeth, man, she loves turkey and Thanksgiving, so we'll eat there any month of the year.
I mean, Disney does like halfway to Halloween. You did like halfway to Thanksgiving kind of thing, almost.
Yeah,
I like that. We need to make that a thing. Let's start making that a thing. That's what we need to do.
Nice.
Well, shoot, it sounds like you had a great trip. I love to hear about that though, because you got down there, and I mean, you had a million cheerleaders, but so did Brandon. You guys were there. It sounds like at the same time, but you made the most of it because it is.
We did.
Wild. Yeah, it's a thing.
He was his favorite ride was the People Mover. He kept wanting to go on it, and I was like, you know what? This is great. We can just relax.
Yes, you can keep that going like as long as you can. You don't have to pay for a lightning lane. It's there's no minimal lines. I mean, there is a little bit of a line, but it keeps moving. Yeah, anytime you can have your kid like in an Omni Mover or like Carousel of Progress or something like that, golden.
Man, I just wish it went through the whole park. How great would that be?
Oh, stop. I know, for real.
I know. I wanted to go on the train, but I was like, well, it's good that we have things to do for next time.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So, and now my husband he's like, I feel like it belongs because we have a kid. He always felt odd going as adults.
Yeah.
But now with Luca, he's like, oh, I belong. I was like, we always belonged.
Yes, that's the beauty about Walt Disney World. It's so inclusive. Everyone can be happy and belong. So it's so great. But now you have another reason, right? Yeah, because now you got Luca. Yep.
But I'm telling you, from both of us, you're gonna blink and your kid's gonna want to be on Cosmic Rewind. I mean, in like 5 minutes, it's gonna happen.
I know. I have to soak in every moment I can. Soak in all the kisses because he's not gonna want to kiss his mom when he's older, and that's fine. So we're just soaking it all in, and it was just so cute seeing him interact with the characters and enjoying food. But I also highly recommend Ohana.
Oh, that's so good. I do love Ohana.
Oh man,
Ohana was great.
So good.
And,
did you do breakfast or dinner?
Breakfast because of the characters. It was like you guys have said, character meals are the easiest way to meet the characters, so that you're not standing in line having meltdowns with the toddlers. Yeah,
totally. Because you're maximizing your time, right? You're doing two things at once. You're getting a great meal. The characters are coming to you. You're not seeking them out. You're just like, boom, you check. You got that done. You've had a meal. Let's go to the parks and have some fun. Yeah. You're paying a little bit extra, but you're saving time.
Yeah, and it's worth the experience. Like he loved Crystal Palace when he met Pooh, Piglet, and Eeyore. Tigger was taking a while, so we had to leave before his nap. But
darn Tigger.
It was still wonderful. And I didn't do the ice cream mountain because I got full on the churro waffle.
The ice cream mountain. I love it.
It's great because the Scott's record can never be topped at Crystal Palace with the ice cream Kilimanjaro that he made. It was crazy.
That should be a Be Our Guest podcast meetup we do sometime. Like we all go to Crystal Palace. Who can make the biggest mountain of ice cream?
That was breakfast. The tail end of breakfast. It was, but you had And people have been saying that Mickey churro waffle has been missing. I thought Kim said it was missing when she went a couple weeks ago, but I guess it's back.
I think
No, it was there, and I was so grateful because I love churros, I love waffles, and that's one reason why I picked Crystal Palace, aside from the character meet and greet. So I'm really happy at the churro waffle.
Oh man,
many of them.
Yes, I mean, we're going on a cruise less than 60 days, and I'm already fiending for Mickey churro waffle on that cruise.
Oh, I wish I was going on a cruise.
Can't wait. So
my husband heard me talking about it. I called in about the New Year's cruise. He heard me talking about it. He's like, "You're not trying to plan another trip, are you?" I was like, "No, it's just for discussion."
Oh, you do need to do a cruise. I'm just saying everybody needs to try one cruise. They're amazing. I'm not saying you gotta go over New Year's. That's when they're the most expensive. Just do one at, the regular time of the year before your kid gets in school, before they get in high school and gets crazy where they can't go, other times. Do it because you've been to Alani, you've been to World, like you gotta do a cruise. I'm just telling you. Your husband will love it.
The trifecta. It's like Alani, Disney World, or Disney Park, and a cruise.
Right. Have you done Disneyland?
No, not yet. We're waiting until they're older because my husband he wants to go check out the Hoover Dam. He's fascinated with engineering. So we'll probably do like a road trip, and we want the kids to be older so they'll, they won't be too fussy in a car.
A road trip from Queens.
Hoover Dam.
That is, I've driven all the way to Yosemite from St. Louis, and it was wild. But I saw the Hoover Dam, and that thing is amazing. Like I'm the same way. I was like, damn. Because that thing is unbelievable. Like I couldn't believe it.
Oh, that's like the daddiest of dad jokes.
That was the dad joke. I know I had to give the dad joke. That's like, oh my God, Mike cursed for the first time in 18 years on the show. I did not, because I'm talking about the Hoover Dam. But I'm with your husband. That thing is like, I'm just like, how did they get all this concrete in here? Because my dad did concrete work, and so did my grandpa. Like that's what they did for a living. And I'm just like, it is one of the, it's worth it. Like it's worth the drive from Queens to see that sucker. It is unreal. So yeah,
it sounds like it.
Yeah, it's unreal. Yeah. So he's got goals. It's cool.
Oh, he does. And my son is really starting to get into like engineering things. And he's only 21 months, so it'll be great for us to go, and it'll be like edutainment in a way.
Yeah. So I'm saying don't discourage the stopping at the Hoover Dam. That thing was unreal. And then get to Disneyland. But yeah, I like the plan. That's pretty dang cool.
Oh yeah. I don't want to discourage it, because I think it's pretty cool. Like, who wants to really go see the Hoover Dam? And if you do, it shows that you have like this really like this unique interest. So why not do it?
Absolutely. It's amazing. That kind of stuff. Yeah. It needs to happen. That in Yosemite Park. No, Yellowstone I liked better because of all the animals, but that's a whole other thing. It's like the size of a state. I couldn't believe how big it was. We drove 200 and some miles. We were still in the park, but that's that's another discussion for another day. Yeah. Cause you're up in like Wyoming and Montana. It's crazy. It's beautiful though.
It'll be a long trip. We might have to just rent a car, drive there, go to stop at all those places, and then fly back because of PTO.
Yeah, that was a different summer. That was the next summer. I went to Yosemite the one year and Yellowstone the next year. It wasn't the same trip. That'd have been crazy, but I did that back-to-back summers. All right, because remember, I didn't fly, so I didn't have options. So that was what I did. Well, hey, appreciate the call, and happy Mother's Day to you, and so glad you had a great trip, and don't be a stranger.
Thank you so much, guys, and have a great night. Again, happy Mother's Day to your wives and everyone else who's listening.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Robin. Have a good one.
Bye. Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Oh, I thought I muted it. Oh, I'm so mad at this.
I want to do like a long road trip like that too. Like when I visited you last Memorial Day and hung out with Jared and Stacy and all that, we had a lot of fun like exploring the old like Route 66. I was like, I'm gonna do that some more.
You did some cool stuff on Route 66. That was cool. Mm-hmm. That was cool. You did that. Yeah. And I will say that was. Oh, we got another call. Hang on. Let's see here. I'm loving this. We're getting all the calls now. Hang on. We're gonna do this.
Oh boy, technology. Here we go.
I think I figured it out. Hey, who's our next caller? Hey, who's up? Who's there?
Hey, this is AJ from Pennsylvania.
Hey, AJ, thanks for calling in tonight. We sure appreciate it. How are things in Pennsylvania?
Thanks. Pretty good. Beautiful day here, Mother's Day. So it's getting to that time of year, I guess. Nice to get outside and everything.
Yeah, man. School will be out in a couple of weeks, a lot of places. Getting to the end of the year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But actually, I think I called you guys probably about a year ago, and been listening ever since. And we actually just recently booked a Disney cruise, and this will be our first. I've been going to the parks for years, and I'm always like the head guy of organizing the trip. But this will be our first Disney cruise. So I was curious, any tips, and particularly we're doing the Disney Wish, so it's the Monday through Friday, and we're hoping to use like the weekends on either end to maybe do some park time as well. But when I was looking into it, I wanted to get a 4-day park hopper and use it on the front end and on the back end, but I don't think the tickets last that long. So I was just curious if you have any advice for kind of how to maybe bookend the trip with some park days.
Yeah, so that is the bad news, is that you can't. I mean, the tickets won't hold over for the duration of the cruise, unfortunately, because of how we talked about this kind of with the caller at the beginning of the show, where they give you plus 2 days to use the ticket. So if you buy a 3-day ticket, you have 5 days to use that ticket upon first use. So it would expire by the time you get back from the cruise. So you got to get kind of creative. So what you might, you
might want to use the water park day too. If you're staying on site, you can potentially use that, AJ.
Yeah,
but
that's what I was thinking. Or, do the water park for your check-in day when you get back, or maybe what I'd probably do is do that before the cruise, because you're more amped up when you get there. Like, do the water park pre-cruise, and then maybe after the cruise, after you've had all that fun, on the cruise ship, maybe do a Disney Springs day and a resort day, just kind of a poolside day to kind of chill out. I don't know, Scott, how would you attack?
I know it's hard because you want to get in the parks too, so because it's so challenging, right, AJ, when you want to just spend a couple days in the parks, and then you look at the cost like for a single day or a 2 day.
That's where I was at. I was like, man, when you get the 4-day pass, it was probably about $400 cheaper, than to buy 2 separate ones. But
yeah, I just ran into the same exact thing, because we're going on the Magic this summer, and I am an annual pass holder now, because I had to do some numbers because I wanted to do the same thing. Like, can I buy a 4-day ticket, do 2 on the front end, 2 on the back? And you just can't, unfortunately. So I bit the bullet and bought an annual pass. I'm like, well, I guess we're gonna have a lot more trips coming up this next year.
Yeah, you did exactly why they'll never sell, because Jason's mentioning right now, like we've talked about this in the Discord, they need to sell something. If you have a cruise booked, there's some kind of a special ticket you could book, right? That would be valid, like you said, like a book-in kind of ticket. Just
because it's all the same. It's all the same trip, and you're still spending money with Disney on Disney Cruise Line.
The problem is Cruise Line isn't even owned by the same thing as the parks. They're totally different businesses. But the thing is, they should be able to see that with a confirmation number. You should be able to buy this special ticket because you're already investing thousands of dollars into a cruise. You should be able to cut a break, because right, AJ's right. Like, these $2-day tickets are expensive, and it doesn't make sense to buy 2-day tickets. It's going to keep, I would not buy 2-day tickets. I would only buy 1 2-day ticket, and then I would just stay at the resort, swim at the pool, do the water park for free. I wouldn't do it.
It's a shame, because I love Disney and I've been a fan forever, but it's it almost is tempting me to stay somewhere else then, right? If you mentioned the water park benefit, which is something we were thinking about, but yeah, I'm almost tempted to now try something else. There doesn't seem like they're incentivizing me to kind of get on property on both ends, other than just my love for Disney, I guess.
No, you're absolutely right, because you can go down the road somewhere else and spend your 2-day ticket somewhere else, because there's no difference in a way, right? I see what you're saying.
Yeah. But and maybe my other thought was we're actually going to be traveling with 2 other families, so it'll be a total of three families, and we all have 2 kids that are 7 and 5. Any suggestions for must-dos for us? And it's going to be Nassau, Lighthouse, Key, and then Day at Sea. Any must-do things for those age groups?
I really like the shows. If you're if you like going to Disney parks, I really love the Walt Disney Theater, and I think the kids will really enjoy the shows, because you see a lot of cool characters, that they're familiar with, that they will recognize, and I think they would really enjoy the singing and the dancing and all that stuff. So I really would recommend at least spending a couple nights in the Walt Disney Theater. Would you agree with that, Mike?
I would agree, because the shows are amazing, and you don't want to miss them, because it's one of those things in the moment you say, we're busy, that do we need to go to the show? And the thing is, when you go to the show and you leave it, you're like, God, I'm so glad I went to that show.
And it's so kid friendly too. You see so many families laughing and having a great time in there. they'll buy the popcorn, and like it's just fun. It's a fun atmosphere for sure.
Also, two things for families like yours. There were two things that are big. Okay, first of all, make sure that your reservations are linked together before the cruise. Are you sure they're linked together so that you're all sitting together for dinner and all that stuff? Just logistically.
I don't think they are yet. I guess I'll have to like call them, because two of us booked through Costco, and then I think the other just booked directly.
Okay.
So I guess we'll have to like call and do that, or we can do that on the app.
Yeah. Well, no, you'll probably need to call, but it's super simple because like this, I do this for a living. So basically all you need the reservation number, the last name, and the date of birth of the lead guests. And what you'll do is that then when you call in, you'll link those together. And what it does, it assures that you'll be able to sit together for dinner, which I'm sure you'll want to do. And it keeps you together. So do that, at least a couple of weeks before the cruise, a week or so that you're together. So that's kind of logistical thing. So you have that squared away. The other thing I would say not to miss on the Wish, especially the Wish and the Treasure have this, and it's kind of hidden away. It's a place called the Hero Zone. They don't have this on the other ships. It's like a big multi-purpose room, and it's up by the Marceline Market. They use it for all kinds of stuff. But they'll have like an inflatable obstacle course that the kids can run against the parents. They have air hockey tables in there. They have ping pong. They'll have basketball, free throw contests throughout the cruise, all kinds of stuff. So it's all that stuff's on the Navigator app, which you'll see throughout the cruise. But a lot of people don't even know that. It's so weird because it's a big venue. Like, I mean, when you're in there, it feels big. It feels like a gymnasium. But I swear it's tucked away. Like, I always forget it's there during the cruise the whole time. Like, Scott, do you too? I mean, it's a weird spot.
It's hard to find sometimes. Yes.
It's a cool little multi-purpose venue. Like, kids to run around in there.
They did a lot of like air hockey and foosball, and then it like converts it from a basketball court to like a soccer complex. Like it's a lot of fun in there. Yeah.
Kids can run around, and there's a lot of events there for families.
What's great about it, like they kind of have areas like this on the classic ships, but it's outdoors. So it gets hot.
Yeah.
So this is like at a nice comfortable temperature indoors. It's a great atmosphere.
Yeah, it's one of the better things on the Wish class ships.
Nice. Yeah, I'm excited. We've done Royal Caribbean before. I think actually back in November, but this will be our first Disney cruise, so I'm excited. And I guess we'll be able to like join our balconies together. Like we have 3 like ocean view rooms right next to each other. Is that something they can typically do? Like open up those dividers so we have like one giant long balcony.
Just ask your stateroom host on that first day, like just and Disney's really good about like introducing themselves that first day too. Like, hello, I'm Scott. I'm gonna be your stateroom attendant and all that. And like when they introduce yourselves, just be like, hey, I'm friends with these 2 people next door. Can we open up the verandas? And then they won't do it like immediately, but probably like you go to dinner and you come back and boom, it'll be all set up for you.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. That's my favorite part of a cruise is grabbing like breakfast. I'm a morning person, so I just want to get breakfast, get my coffee, sit out and relax. Yeah, that's
what cruising was meant for. I feel like it's a vibe, man, and I just love that. Yeah, it's so chill.
Nice. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate it. And I'm sure as I'm planning, I'll probably give you guys a call back and as I more questions.
We love talking cruising. I mean, we're less than 60 days from our next cruise. We're going to be on the Magic, and God, I love talking cruising. I can't wait. I'm pumped.
Yeah, I know you. I think you said you prefer actually the older ships, if I remember.
My favorite ship is the Fantasy, and then the Treasure. So that's kind of how I am right now. But then the Magic. See, I haven't been on a classic ship in ages. I haven't been on the last time I was on the Magic was the year it launched. So I think it was like 98, 97, 98. And then I've been on the last time I was on the Wonder, Mallory was like 7 and she's 17 now. So it was like 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. So I've been on a classic ship in 10 years, but I am excited because, there's not as many amenities, but there's not as many people either. You know what I'm saying? So there are some advantages, but disadvantages. I don't know. I'm curious to see because I've been on like so many cruises now on the big ships. Like, will I feel kind of claustrophobic? I don't know. Like it's going to be different for me. I don't know. I'm curious about how I'll feel about it.
Yeah. We went on the Wonder of the Seas in November and that was big, but I'm an engineer. So I'm just fascinated by the technical aspects of it.
I love that. I'm
sure.
Yeah, we had the aqua theater view, like in the boardwalk. So we were kind of like the second, like towards the end. So we were closest to the aqua theater, and that was really cool at night to sit out on the balcony. But
ships
I
are
do. I
wild.
did miss the ocean view, though. You could get a glimpse of the ocean, right? But I was like, I need that ocean view. So I'm glad I did it. But I think I'm going to be back to the ocean view from now on.
Yeah, if you can swing it, it's nice to see the ocean. But I mean, my wife wants a veranda, right? So happy wife, happy life, right? But
Yeah.
if it was me, as long as I'm on the ship, I could do it inside, personally, because you can walk up on deck and see the ocean, all the time. But if she wants a veranda, she's getting a veranda.
I gotta share this comment from Beth though. So our friend Beth, who is, I'll just gotta say, she's a hardcore like theme parks fan. She loves the park. She's an annual pass holder. She lives locally. We've tried getting her to cruise for years, and like I don't know. And she finally cruised like a couple of months ago. And her comment, I've only been on the Wish, but I think about it every single day. Like that's what cruising does to you. I'm telling you, it's the best.
Because you're so disconnected, but you're still in you're in the Disney bubble. But I mean, it's like intense. It's the intense Disney bubble. It's all around you. It's great.
It's so good.
You're gonna have a good time.
It's the best. It's the best product that Disney offers, in my opinion.
100%. I agree.
The cruise line.
Oh yeah. 100%. It's like the best.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the best. Like
all cast members are great, but there's something about the cast members and the service on the ships. It's just it's so great, and like just the background loops, just the vibe of the ships. Everyone's like always in a pretty upbeat mood. Like how could you not? You're on a ship, but it's so good. I can't explain how great it is, but I just love it.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's great. No, I can't wait. I'm super excited, and this will be my first Disney cruise. I think the other families we're going with, it's their first cruise in general, and it's one of the family's first time at Disney World. So it'll be a lot of firsts for us, and I feel the responsibility. I'm already starting to do all the planning and everything. So hopefully they don't get sticker shock.
AJ, you were talking about like adding on 2 days at the end of for the theme parks or whatever after the cruise. You're going to be booking it back to back. You're going to be seeing if you can get on the next sailing for the weekend cruise.
That is the worst. No, you picked a good first cruise though. The first cruise on the Wish, like a nice, 4 or 5 nighter. That's a good length. You're going to like it. That's you nailed it. So you're going to end up telling you what though, you're going to be hooked. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, get ready and make sure. Also,
excited.
Make sure you put down that $250 for the bounce back, because that way, I mean, you always get your money back. If you change your mind the next day, you call them up, you get your $250 back immediately. And if you don't use it in 2 years, you automatically get the refund. Even if you forget about it, it's automatically refunded to your card. Okay. Yeah, so you cannot lose that $250.
Always book the placeholder.
You can't get it back once you walk away. So put $250 down, and make sure because you get that 10% off that next sailing. Because I'm telling you what, you're gonna.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Don't forget that. Just telling you.
I wish I could book more than one on a cruise. I would love to book multiple.
For real. Well, hey, don't be a stranger. We'll talk some more cruise. So give us a call and have a great week out in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, it's good talking to you.
Yeah, I listen to you when I drive into work, usually every Monday morning, and I'm driving to work at 5 a.m. So I think when do you put out the Trip Report podcast? Like, is that Sunday night or Monday morning?
Yeah. So real quick story. I put all the shows out at 9:00 Eastern the night before, because back when we started the show in 2008, we did that because our show was so old that you used to have to download it on iTunes, not Apple Podcasts. Okay. You had to download it on iTunes, and you had to sync it to your iPod. Remember that day where you had to take the old cord and plug it into your computer, and then you had to hit the sync button?
Yeah.
So that's why it came out the night before, so you could like download it while you slept the night before, and then when you like went and took your shower on Monday morning or something, got ready for work or school, you could plug in your iPod, not your iPhone. This was pre-iPhone, really, before they took off. You could plug in your iPod and sync your iPod while you're in the shower and get all your your podcasts for the week, and then plug it into your car or whatever when you went off to work. That's why we do them the night before. That's why they come out the night before the real day.
The worst feeling in the world is when you thought you synced and you didn't, and then you got to work and then all your stuff wasn't there.
So if anybody wants to know why our shows, like the Monday show comes out on Sunday night and the Wednesday show comes out on Tuesday night, that's why, because we're still 2008 style. And I never changed it. Yeah, that's why.
Tune in. He's every Monday morning at 5 a.m. when I hit the road. I'm listening. So
we appreciate that.
It makes the drive easier. So I appreciate all the insight you guys give. And I'll give you a call back as I start in more.
Well, thanks for taking us along. That means a ton to me. I can't believe it's kind of always, I can't believe we're in a car, going along for the ride. So thanks for taking us with you.
Yep. All right. Thanks, guys. Take care.
All right. See you later. Take
Thanks,
care.
AJ.
Yep.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Oh, I got it that time. The last call, I got it. All right. So
Not bad. Not bad show. This is good.
Hey, I mean, for the first time with the new system, it worked. And of course, right now we got the most viewers of the night.
And of course, like we went the first 15 minutes without a single call, and then multiple calls were coming in.
Oh yeah, then they just ring off the hook at the end.
So what happened if we started at like 6 Eastern? Would it still have like, or what we started now? Like, would we still be slow like the first 15 minutes? I don't
No, I
know.
think we do better if we started later, but it's hard to start later because I with my work schedule, I work after this, so
Yeah.
work all the time. Gotta make the bacon.
I'm just glad it's light out when we end now. Like the sunsets are like 8:48 now. This is so great.
Well, see, I closed my blinds so you can see the green dots. See them?
I see them.
I know, Amazon.
Yep, your Amazon order. Yep.
But it's totally still sunny here. So yeah, we're gonna have some great shows this week. I don't know who's gonna be on them. I think Pam is still in town. I should probably send a text, but if not, Scotty G, you're in town, right? You're here.
Yeah, I should be here. It's a very busy week. This is my like awareness campaign for work. This is like we showcase what my department does, but I should be good. I should be good.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
So you gotta like prove your worth.
Basically, that's what I'm doing.
That's good.
It's corporate policy, and then like half of my team is traveling to our Nashville office, so like I got the corporate office.
Oh, so you don't get to go down to Franklin this time?
No, I'm not going. No, we like to spread the wealth. So like,
you like that down there.
I do like going. I like doing going down to Franklin. Man. It's
Okay.
nice. But this time of year, though, it's so beautiful here in mid Michigan. Like I don't need that summer climate right now.
So you got a lot going on. I mean, you got
busy week, and then like Emily's like final band concert is this week. You know, like that's going to be an emotional wreck. I had another emotional wreck the previous week because of the senior awards. It's just like everything's happening. It's happening so fast. Too.
Yeah, I can't. I'm just seeing the post, dude. I can't even imagine. That's what I told Pam the other day. I was like, dude, I just watching Scott. Like, I don't think I'm gonna make it next year. That's what
I don't know, man. It's tough.
I can't do this. I'm just watching Scott go through all these things. Like,
and next year I'll be like with the popcorn watching you go through it.
Yeah, I know, because you'll be done. I'm like, it's not even right. It's just it's crazy. Anyway. All right, so we're gonna get out of here. Well, the shows on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we got some shows for you there. So please tune in. If a quick request, if you don't mind, give us a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts. If you got a few minutes this week, 5-star reviews go a long way to other folks finding our show. So if you can do that, we'd sure appreciate that. So thank you so much for that. Don't forget, the show always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Disney adventure for no additional cost to you. Check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link. When you do that online shopping, that supports the show as well. Just click through beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And our Patreon supporters are the folks who keep us on the air. So a huge thank you to each and every one of you. $5 a month is all it costs, like a cup of coffee a month. And for that, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. This week, I did the show at night early. I did it on Saturday night because of Mother's Day. And I talked about a little thread in the Discord that I have. It's called Mike's Favorite Things. It's way down buried in the Discord. But I just talked about why I created that thread and some of the posts I put there. And every one of those posts I put in there, basically I throw in there because there's a kind of a story behind it, like the pictures of, why did I put a story of a Snickers ice cream bar? Well, because I could not stop eating those for one summer during high school, like my senior year, because I hate nougat. Nougat is the grossest thing in the history of the world. It's like eating a pencil eraser. But then they came out of these Snickers bars that instead of nougat, they had ice cream. And I'm like, oh, yes. And so I told the story about why I put a picture of Snickers ice cream bars in there. And then I talked about when the Price is Right putting game debuted on The Price is Right in 1977 and how awesome that was and how Bob Barker reminds me of my grandpa. I mean, it's not a fun, the podcast doesn't really, it's not serious, but it's fun. So come on over, you get in on that. That's what you get for supporting the Be Our Guest podcast for $5 a month. You get a podcast called Mike in the Midwest. Come on over this week. We'd love to have you. Patreon.com/Be Our Guest podcast. Now, Scotty G is on the social media at EpScott. So give him a follow, EPSCOT. Follow him all the places. But the place you mostly want to follow him, because this could turn into money. I'm telling you. Hang on.
What do you mean? Cash money? Oh,
Boom! I even have a sound effect for
dude,
it.
it's on the board.
Look at that, dude. I had to find it, but I had it. So, Scotty G over at Must See Adventures. You need to like it, but mostly subscribe and then comment. But Scotty, tell them how this is going to happen because I saw, man, you spun the wheel of destiny the other day, and it
I
was
did.
awesome.
I did spin a wheel. So just trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. That was our goal for like our first like 12 to 15 months. And we're a little over a year now. So just trying to hit that goal. I'm a goal driven person. So we're starting to do some incentives, for those that subscribe. So for every new 25 followers, we're giving away a $25 gift card. We've already given 2 away. Isn't that awesome? And we're 5 away live on Sunday night. We're 5 away from doing another Wheel of Destiny. So get your name in there so you can just comment on my Instagram post, my pin post, or like on Facebook and just say, yeah, I'm subscribed, or what do you like about the channel? Then just actually go and subscribe to the channel on YouTube, and then boom, and you'll find some funny stuff. We post like a weekly video now, and it's just kind of fun, see my family and how we vacation. It's fun.
And you know what? I have a feeling though, by the end of this night, Sunday night, that you'll have the enough for the next drawing. But we'll go for the next one by Thursday. By time you're hearing this on the feed, we'll probably have another 25 because you.
And when we get to the 1,000, we're doing $100 spin, $100 gift card.
Dude, you're killing
it. Could be Disney, it could be Amazon, whatever you want. We will get you a $100 gift card for subscribing and liking.
What about Texas Roadhouse?
Mike, if you want to participate, and you win, I think people will say it's rigged if that happens, though. But
I am ineligible. I am not winning. But yeah,
it was funny. The first one I did though, I did live on the channel because I didn't want anyone to think like I'm cheating or anything like that. So I did it. So I did a live story, and then like I got like a bunch of like bot comments like on YouTube. Like I don't know, like it seemed kind of fake almost, like what was happening. Like so, I was like, I don't know if I want to do that again. So I will assure you, it's still like the first spin, but I just posted to my Instagram now the video because I didn't like those bots getting in there.
I can vouch for Scotty G. He is not cheating.
I'm not cheating.
If there's one person that is not cheating, it is Scotty G. He is
the first drawing though. I was like, all right, I'm about to do the drawing, and someone like quick commented, and so they were like got in right under the radar, and boom, that was their name that was drawn. Like talk about good timing. But yeah,
Elizabeth Tetlow. I still remember the name. Yeah, I was watching. Isn't that crazy? I have like a Rain Man name, I could remember print. If it's in print, I can remember things like that.
Well, who knows? Maybe by the time we're talking here, people are listening and they've already subscribed, and maybe we'll do the drawing tonight. Who knows? We're just 5 away.
But yeah. So but your latest video though was your last day as right now. We're on the air. We got to wrap this thing up, or else we go into late. But it was your last day of that
Thanksgiving trip. Yeah, I know. It's like Thanksgiving in May. Like, what the heck's going on, Scotty G? Well, I work full time, so it's hard to get the content out right away. But yeah, it was a fun. We go to 1900. We do some more golf cart looping at Fort Wilderness, and we challenged ourselves because we could do 5 things in Magic Kingdom before we hit the airport. So did we do it? Tune in and watch. And then next up, Hawaii videos. I've heard a lot of people wanting to see stuff about Alani or what to do in Oahu. So we're gonna skip a couple series I had, like the Vegas and the Wish. Those are like, I can just drop those in at any time. So we're gonna focus on our spring break Hawaii trip next.
I mean, you're back in Michigan, so I think you made the plane. And spoiler alert, and I think right now would be a good time to do Hawaii. I mean, now, dude, it's prime Hawaii season.
It is prime Hawaii time. Like everyone's tired of the Christmas stuff. Those are evergreen. You can go back and watch those Christmas episodes when it gets closer to the time. But let's do something that's hot now. So we're gonna go to Hawaii next.
You're so like me though, because like you just want to just do things in order. That it's
I do. I have this Canada trip we did in Halloween time that I still haven't posted yet.
That's why the podcast has to be in order, right? It's like I can just edit them like in 30 minutes and they're out and they're done and boom on to the next show. Like vlogs are a whole lot different, but I get it, man. That's
I know it's killing. Like whenever I get to that, if I ever get to that,
like
that Canada trip, like that we did over last Halloween, like people are going like, why does Emily look so like younger? Or, or just like Scott, or like maybe end up losing some weight. Like Scott doesn't look like that anymore. That's an old episode.
Scott now has gray hair.
I know.
What's going on?
That'd
No.
be funny.
Well, yeah, check it out. So yeah, we'll be giving out those gift cards, I'm sure, ASAP, because we've been talking so long. We're probably over the number. Anyway, so give me a follow on social media as well. I'm at brguestmike, x.com, Instagram, Threads, all those places. And we'll have, we want to see you in the clubhouse. That's the main thing. Coming over, brguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. That's our Discord server. This is where this kind of stuff, it just happens 24/7. We talk sports, we talk Disney, we talk, of course, all the Disney stuff, dining, resorts, theme parks, everything. Any kind of news just goes wild. It's like, it's just a place to hang out with all kinds of Disney fans. So join us, brguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. It's free. It's just awesome. So check it out. All right, getting out of here. We'll see you on the shows this week. So for Scotty G up in Michigan, I'm Mike here in Missouri. You guys have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. Good.
Nice show. I know. We are had dinner unusually, normally like we have to have dinner, like, or Liz would be like messaging me right now, like, what's taking you guys so long?
Oh, for real. But I'm gonna get ice cream with Pam, because
we might get an ice cream tonight, maybe. It's Mother's Day.
Yeah, I think we have to do that.
I did get 2 new subscribers in that time though. So thanks whoever watching if you did it. We're only 3 more away. Do you want to see a live drawing tonight?
I do. I bet you'll get it by the end of the night.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, I bet you do. All right. Well, hey, I'll text out and see what's going on for tomorrow, because I have no idea. I did, because with Paige here, I was totally off my schedule.
Yeah, I think Emily works like 4 to 8 tomorrow. So like, and I don't think I have to stay work. Tomorrow will be kind of a chill day at work. So yeah, if you need me, I'll be here. So
cool. I can't believe Pamela has 2 weeks of work left. That's crazy.
Forever. It's so crazy, man.
That's nuts. That's what I told her.
Emily and Pam will always have that bond, like our last days of school.
Graduated together. I know, it's nuts. All right, well, tell everybody I said hey. Tell Elizabeth.
Tell the girls. Tell Pam I say happy Mother's Day. So.
I sure will. All right, see you soon, brother.
See you.
Right.
Bye, everyone.